Hello, internet friends. In this video, I'm finishing up making a mistake here. And what you see me doing with my iPhone is checking that these rib attachment points are level. Level? Perpendicular is what I'm checking. I'm using the level app on my iPhone and setting it to basically one rib and making sure the other rib is at the same angle. And theoretically, that makes them perpendicular. The plans makes a huge point about making sure that these are both very, very perpendicular. And the reason why we saw already is that when I put the center fuselage assembly on there, it attaches to some ribs, and obviously those need to attach. Well, oh, there it is. So I'm gonna see that, yep, those need to attach, and it's kind of a pain to get them to attach if they're not exactly perpendicular. So luckily they were. Unfortunately and unluckily, I didn't realize that there is a rivet that one of the angles is right on top of that you can't smash if you haven't already smashed it, and then riveted the angle onto the gear brace assembly. So I'm about to discover that right now when I pull this assembly off. It does help though. Attaching the assembly gives you a great perspective of what it's supposed to look like and how everything's supposed to fit. So my thought process was, before I rivet on the gear brace assembly like the plans say, let me put the whole assembly together and see what it looks like. Quicos are a great way to do that, right? Because Quicos don't cost anything, they're temporary, and you don't have to rivet things together. You can just put a Quico in it, and there you go. Attach everything together, and you can see what everything's supposed to look like. So what I'm doing here is getting ready to rivet the gear brace assembly and discover my mistake. So I'm just putting all the rivets into the skin, taping them so I can back rivet them. And here we go. I'm realizing, oh look, there's a rivet right underneath one of those angles. How am I ever going to rivet that? Let's see. Could I put a bucking bar, tiny little bucking bar? Could I genetically engineer a titanium mosquito and send him to go buck that from... No. What if I just invent a time machine and go backwards in time and then stop myself from being an idiot? That's great. I'm going to get right on that. In the meantime, what I'm actually going to do is try to drill this thing out. And long story short, I succeed. But you can see the effort that I'm going through here to try not to destroy this thing. Drilling out rivets is, a tricky proposition, especially for a novice, because so the method I've found that's successful is, let's say, this is a 1/8 rivet, so that's a number 30 hole. Get a drill bit that's smaller than that. So I did a number 33 drill bit, and that seemed to work okay, but what worked better is a number 40 drill bit. So number 40 followed by a number 33 seem to have pretty good success at getting these out. Now, of course, these are AN426, no, not 426, AN470 84-8 rivets. They're pretty long, and so that is a problem because you have to drill pretty far, and I could have completely messed this all up, and then, 3 weeks from now I'd be getting my replacement part, but luckily I seem to be okay, except now... Yeah, now we're gonna watch. Oh, good, I fixed the camera angle. Good job, me. Okay, so I'm gonna back rivet all these rivets in. There's a 3/32 and 1/8 rivets. 5 of them I've taped off so to not do it. If you see where my finger is right now, like, I put a piece of tape there because that's where the back plate ends. So I marked it so I wouldn't rivet past that, because I already did that in the last video, or 2 videos ago. And I messed up my skin a little bit. Luckily I fixed it, but I don't want to repeat that again, so putting tape to mark where my back plate is so I don't mess up my skin again. Okay, and now I'm fixing my mistake. I drilled out the angles, and you saw me use the phone to verify that both of these are at the 90 degree, or at least that they both match. The iPhone level app is pretty useful, so I like it. I'm gonna keep using it. We'll see how that goes. You know me. I like digital. I can't handle paper or protractors or any of that. Like, can I just be a cyborg already? Where's my implant where I just put my finger on it and then it tells my brain what the angle is? Like, why do I need this phone device? Anyway, if you want to also be a cyborg, come join our Slack group where we don't talk about cyborgs, we talk about RVs. Link in the description. Bye.